Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio! And I have to remind myself, what the hell's going on in this base? Because I've been playing a lot of Factorio, but not in this game. I've been playing my personal game, which, again, every time I come back here, I'm like, oh my god, my other one's so much better organized. But that's what happens when, you're having to learn the game blind, hadn't played it yet. My other game have, like, mega swarms of robots all over the place, and so much oil, too. I think that's gonna continue to be a bit of a bottleneck here for us. Is there a reason I'm not using both sides of this track? Oh, because I'm using red. Yeah, these should really be isolated separate things. I suppose it's a little bit of a moot point because we don't have that many red circuits yet, but for our next oil patch, we're going to do this way, way better. So I don't remember if there was something I was looking to do on this one. I was up top. Let me just verify that there's nothing we need to worry about up there. Looks like our energy production is actually stupendous here. We do have plenty of solar panels in this particular game to provide all of our energy needs at this time. We've got all the speed controllers, all the efficiency over there, yeah. So we're not getting, let's try not to smash anything here. We got batteries coming in. We've got some plastics coming in as well, too. Okay, no, I mean, I think we're good here for now. Seems all right. This is producing robot frames. Am I actually producing robot frames? Yeah, they are being produced. They're going to be dumped into the passive provider chest. And I suspect, I did not put in an order, but please deliver onto me flying robot frames so that I can keep building flying robots, because that's awesome. Or you're making, hold on. I'm making logistics robots. Ah, and then, where are they going? Hang on. And then, oh, that's right. I created this, like, silliness here to dump them automatically into Roboport. Because, I don't know, for some reason I decided not to build a bunch of conveyor belts. So there we go. So logistics robots are automatically being fed into the Roboport over there, which I think is fantastic. Do I have, in this game, modular armor? I do, with a personal Roboport, which is great. Do I have construction robots on my person? I do have a few. Okay, good! So I think what we're going to do is look to clear that other oil patch now. Because this is feeling like things are in pretty good state. We got robots that are helping to produce goods in various areas. The lighting at night is pretty low. Looks like this actually, we cleared this at some point. Smacking into things. Now the nice thing by having our personal robots here is they will use the repair packs on my person to continuously repair my my stuff. How rich are these things? Is it just, was there an update? Did this not say like 0.4? Oh, that might say that once you get the pump jacks on there. So these are relatively rich little things here. Do we have any guns on us? We actually have a lot of lasers. We have one big pole. We need some copper plates. Because what we need to do is dodge this damn rock or whatever is blocking my way. We have to build a bunch of electricity out here so that we can guard this area. Because there's a couple of nests. They're not huge, but there are a couple of nests nearby. And we're going to want to make sure they don't come out with any problems. We'll probably go and clear them up relatively soon, too. But yes, that's going to be good. So we need some copper plates, which should be on this. Get in the car! Oh, things are definitely evolving. These guys are definitely taking a lot more damage to kill. And these are with my armor-piercing bullets in this particular vehicle. Okay. Get out here for a second. Pick up some copper plates. Probably green circuits, too. Actually, we got way too many green circuits. Let's not bother picking that up. We got too many gears and things, too. But copper plates is what I need a lot of. Because I want to build a bunch of big electric poles. And then maybe a few more of the medium ones. There we go. And again, we need copper plates. There is a sweet spot that you can stand that will just pick up two things over here. It's a lot less than ideal, but I suppose there's probably another way to just pick this up with precision. There we go. We'll just pick up copper plates because that's all I want now. We may need some more big electric poles to get there, and we'll need a bunch in the future anyway. So there we go. Let's get this going on. That seems okay. And yeah, we have tons of lasers. And regular turret guns, we have a couple as well, which is quite nice because they actually do a lot more short-range damage. So that's going to be fine. We're going to get started with this. And, oh yes, actually make sure to put down the big electrical poles. You, go away. And we've got one over there. Excellent. So, I just have to make sure I'm in range. This gets a little trickier to place than when you're just on foot. I find with the vehicles, they sort of... They don't do, like, the automatic placement the same way. Maybe they still do. Yeah, I guess we're okay. Game autosaves a lot. I suppose it's fine to run the electricity through the woods here. Driving through it might be a pain. You know what? Let's just make a little path for later, so we don't have to worry about getting slowed down. Okay, there's my oil patch. So, let's get out of the vehicle for a bit. A little easier to manipulate things. Get you there. There's a bit of coal, too, which is going to be nice for making... Is it plastic? There's something you need coal for, so that's going to work out kind of nice. Let's get some more power down here, which is fine. And then you are aggroing. Get to the car. Did not expect that to happen. Okay. Yeah, just smash this rock. It's in my way. And we'll auto-repair, so that's going to be fine. Alright. So what I was going to try to do is swap... Fucking get out of... Stop bothering me with stuff. I did get a whole bunch of worker speed and also worker cargo capacity tech, which is going to be handy. You just get that. I don't need that right now, but... between autosaves and research finishing at inconvenient times, sometimes it can be a real pain in the ass to work in this game. Alright. We are just going to set up a couple of these to start off with here. Just as a baseline, and then we're going to creep up. There we go. There you come. All right. Maybe I will, in fact, drop a few more. Oh, I'm shift-clicking, so my construction robots are doing it, but that's fine. Construction robots will also be nice to keep this repaired. It's going to be good and lovely. All right, I want the conventional gun turrets down here as well, because, again, they have ridiculously good fire rate. We're going to put in just some conventional bullets in there, but that's going to be fine. And then what I'm going to do is creep forward with the lasers, because the lasers actually outrange quite a few threats, and we'll be able to take care of the nests. Goddamn autosave. Autosave's constantly... I mean, I'm sure I can tune the timer. Now, the one thing is these things do take a lot of electricity, and I might have to be careful about doing this at night. But overall, we are doing nicely. And again, my construction bots on my person will auto-repair things, which is really, really handy-dandy. Let's go and put down one more medium pole there. And then... there we are. Done! Yeah, I think we've buffed the laser damage quite a bit. Oh, so the other nest down here is aggroing as well. Let's get a big fat pole here. I have to be a little cautious. Can I, like, shift right-click and have my robots take them down? Apparently not. That's too bad. I dropped some stuff on the ground there. Yeah, my inventory is ridiculously full. Sorry, I'm not talking much. Just have to, like, manage my clicks here for a little bit. More laser damage. Really? Full? So, yeah, again, I'll have to go and pick this stuff up after. Do. Laser turrets. And yeah, and actually I don't have to worry about moving as far forward if I do just use my construction bots to build these things. I found this is a pretty good way to clear these nests though. So yeah, if I do goddamn autosave. Shift click. That. I was actually in range there, but just to show it. And again, so there we go. Shift click there, because the construction bots have a range of 30. So they can go quite far. Boop. Okay. Oh, there's still something over there. I still see a red blip. What is that? Construction bots will also demolish trees if you use a blueprint. I have a removable blueprint. Excellent. So let's do some of that. They'll be like, oh, there's no place for me to put the trees away. Oh, they'll also demolish the lasers, because of what I did, and the electrical turrets, which, actually, that's the wrong one, but shush, it's fine. Okay, you're all clear now. I'll just pick up the alien tech. And do I want to leave the things here? No. I will still have to build some defenses around this mining area, because this, I believe, will create some pollution. How's my inventory? Do I have roboports? Can I build a bunch? Because I would love to get a logistics network that comes out here. Although I suspect it's way too far. I think it would be impractical. I could do it, but it's really not an efficient use of my time or resources, so I shouldn't have. Alright. Got that down. My inventory is still ridiculously full. At some point I want to get rid of the trees and this and that, so I don't remember if I have a storage network set up in this particular game. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. So, that's one thing. Next thing is, do I have pump jacks? I have quite a few, actually. I have 11 in my inventory. Well, I don't know how that happened, but I'm very happy about it. I don't think there's a real sort of, like, winning way to necessarily put these guys down. I'm mostly trying to do it in some way that'll minimize how many pipes I need. But even then, clearly not paying that much attention. I'm going to get a big electrical pole in the center here, and then make sure they are covered by the smaller ones. So, like that, like that, like that. And I'm going to put down the laser turrets. I don't actually know if I have walls. Just in case a swarm gets sent over here while I'm not around. I don't know about bullet. Well, you know what? That's relatively cheap to research. Let's just go ahead and do that. Alright. So I'm not setting up any walls, I realize, but the laser turrets are pretty highly damaging. Okay, how am I doing on pipes? I have lots of steel plates, which is good. Actually, and I have lots of pipes in my inventory as well. I do tend to like to put in a job here. I don't think in this game we're auto-generating pipes anywhere, but it is quite handy. Some underground pipes so we can walk through these areas will be nice. Let's leave you there. And put you here. Like so. I don't think I'll need to walk through here, so I think it's okay if I just run that way. It actually might be nice to be able to walk through this area here, so I'm going to do that. The underground pipes take quite a few materials to build, so it is nice if you can actually use them to their full length. This is going to get blocked off no matter what, so we'll do that. That, I can do that. Can I squeeze through there? Oh, I can. That's lovely. And that's also fine. We still have a few more patches. Can I build more pump jacks? How many more do I need? Just 1, 2, 3? Yeah, I don't see anything else. Or is there one under the tree? There is. Ah, 4. I thought it was a shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. They do take a while to build, but at least I have all the materials for it. We need to make sure these are connected together. I have a tendency with these bits to accidentally not connect up the various parts, although it is very easy to test for that. So here, join that up. There we go. So that's connected to this. These are all joined together. This is over here, but not connected to the bits down here. But maybe all we'll do is set up one more underground pipe to there. So there we go. So everything, I believe, is in the same network currently. But what will happen is at some point these pipes will fill up, and then they'll all stop pumping, and then I'll connect up, you know, a refinery or maybe just a storage depot for liquids at first, and then I'll just see which ones have started moving again, and then if any haven't, that means they're not properly connected up to the grid. You know what? This would actually be a great place to build another radar station, since I already have some defenses. I should get a proper wall section. Radars do tend to aggro critters, but we should be okay. I might put a roboport here just with construction bots to repair stuff. Actually, that's a really good idea. Even if you're not connected up to the logistics grid. I don't have enough steel plates, though, so maybe not. I think some of them have been used for the pump jack. So we can go and do that again later on. Okay. Pump jacks are where in my inventory? Right over here. So I think I'll just do that actually. And that. And then these guys, maybe I'll just do this, and we'll have the main pipe just come out through the middle there, and that's going to be okay. Oops. And actually, let's do that, and then an underground pipe that goes that way. I think they're all connected. Again, I will test it later, but I believe they are. God, that autosave is so inconvenient, because I was just going to not, place another one. So, I mean, this is not the most, I'm putting down more electrical cables than I need, but it's for redundancy. It's totally fine. What I should do, just to get this guy out of the way, the big pole, is run a big pole through there, and then I need to, I guess, re-big pole over this way, just to be, there you go, out of the way a bit. All right, so these are all in. You can see the pumps have all stopped working because they are full. I don't usually need a crude oil storage. I will want some storage units for the next bit anyway, so I'm going to make some that's going to use more steel plates. I'll definitely make sure back home. So if I go and just put a crude oil storage, can I like just jam one in right over here? That'll be fine. Oh, yeah, that's connected. So if I do this, as far as I know, all the pump jacks should start pumping again. Except that that's not actually connected to the network. Why? More. Oh, because it's not actually connected to the pipe. I needed to rotate this. Sorry, let's try that again. So like that. Okay, there's the one at top, but that is connected. And that should be pumping again, yeah? Yeah, everything's pumping again, which means that everything should be connected to the same network. Wonderful! So that's going to fill up again and then stop. We are under attack over there. Where's my... Dude, where's my car? Where's the triangle? Down there. Yes, 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 yes. Vroom. There is a critter nest down there. What are you actually attacking, though? Oh, you're attacking a bunch of my robots. Yeah, so you're attacking the robots that are in between areas that might be getting protected. That is a very large swarm. Alright, so losing some of the logistics bots sucked. The defense here is nice. These do include laser beams. So, yeah, my bots are coming down here. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Now what? It's blinking over here, but there's nothing going on there. What I'm thinking is I'm going to drop one more laser turret here. And do I have walls in my inventory? I do. So I'm going to go and surround this with walls as well. So if any critters do come around here, they'll mostly try to attack this, which will pull them into range of these laser turrets over here. There we go. I think that will be sufficient. Now, one of the things by playing between these two different games is I'm actually not sure, like, all the upgrades that I've done everywhere, or everything that is being correctly supplied by the logistics network, for example. Like, I'm asking for bullets. Are bullets actually part of my logistics distribution? Actually, yes, because they just got dropped off. Excellent. Wonderful. Steel. I guess we'll ask for iron and copper plates as well. Actually, for iron, we will ask for a couple of hundred to be kicking around. Copper plates aren't quite as critical, but, may as well still put in a request for them. Actually, for the steel, I'll also bring that up to 200, because I tend to use a big boost. We've got all these. I'm not asking for batteries. I've got plenty. I may as well put in a request while I'm thinking about it for batteries. Not that I tend to build that many battery-based stuff by hand, but it still comes up from time to time. So I think we're okay. So... I don't need more pump jacks. There was something else I was going to build that I needed steel for. It ain't pump jacks. We're good on electrical cables, because right now it's just mediums, and I've got tons of them, so that's fine. Piping-wise, I've got tons of underground pipes. I will just... Oh, and I've got a ton of above-ground pipes, too, so that's okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had anything set as a storage chest. The fact that I'm still full of material here will probably just mean the logistic robots are busy. No, a lot of them are available. So... I bet you I never got around to building any storage chests, which lets me use the trash mechanic quite good. And actually helps with just a lot of things in general in the network. Because there we go. So this is going to be a place where just random things can be stored. I could spread them around. Well, we don't need that many chests here, so I'll just keep these for now. That's going to be okay. There we go. So now I can dump things, and that's all good. Still have more trees there, but I guess the robots are all elsewhere, which is fine. Chemical plant, oil refineries, and logistics bots are being auto-made. I could use substations potentially for the area over there, but I don't think so. And power's still good. I'm just gonna reconfirm that we are still happy-ish. Happy-ish. We are definitely gonna need more solar power soon, though. Now, I have automated solar panel construction. This, I don't believe I have accumulators being auto-built, nor substations, which is actually kind of convenient for placing down the big solar networks. That being said, the accumulators need a crap ton of batteries. The batteries don't even flow down here, do they? I suspect what's going to happen, and in fact, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to set up one more coal-powered thing. I need stone. Where the hell do I get stone from on this map anymore? Over here. There is stone on the ground. And presumably on a conveyor belt somewhere. Yes, indeed. I'll pick up a bunch of the coal at the same time, not that it really matters. Boilers, I'm going to need 14, so build me these 12, and then I'll need 2 more. 1, 2. What are you short on? Oh, there we go. Hang on a sec. How many boilers do I have? 12. There. 1, 2. Good. Then we need 10 steam engines, which I've got, and I need 1 of these pumps. Yeah, we're just going to set up one more coal-powered power thing, just to make sure we can set up all of our oil refinery, not run low on power, and then we're going to have tons of plastic and batteries and stuff for the next bit. So I'm going to build it right here, because it's already nicely defended. Remember that these things are really polluty, so they do tend to attract the critters. Put you there. We're going to get the boilers all lined up over here. Thank you very much. We are going to get the coal route to continue thusly. And like that. To save power, we could just use the burner inserters for this. We have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Boom. Excellent. It's good thing this pump doesn't actually need water, or doesn't need power. I don't know how it works that it doesn't need power, but let's not think about it too much. And then the steam engines, I'm going to try to place them as far back. Can I place them side by side here? Excellent. Actually, I'm going to put into one gap. It makes it a lot easier to get the power cables to run, because then you can just put them in between. That's 4 and 5. And then, yeah, one gap over here. And that's not actually part of the grid, so I'll do that for a little bit of redundancy. So I can't run through there, but that's okay. And I'm just going to run water pipes like this and like that. There we go. So tons more electricity just added in. Yeah, it's pollution and stuff. That's okay. The coal production here is fine. Is there anything else we need to unlock? We eventually will need all the modules to be unlocked for Tings. Follower robots, I mean, we don't really use the combat robots that much, but that's okay. I can auto-trash the alien artifacts. Do I have the purple line set up? No, I don't. Ah, excellent. Another really good use case for robots. We're going to have to start it over here. So I've told the my robots that I want to auto-pick up. I want to dump. Well, I just dump my current artifacts. It's not an automatic thing. I set up a requester chest over here to request alien artifacts. Infinity alien artifacts is fine. And then I'm just going to do this. Well, okay, so I'm going to have to put in a little bit of a bend here. Okay, shush, don't tell anyone. Yellow inserters. Like that. And like that. Keep that fed. And power. There we go. What? Missing repair. I need some repair packs added to my network here. Objects being damaged. Oh, I'm going to go and fix that in a second. Yes, yes, yes. Let me throw some repair packs into the network and then figure out here. Really? The guns don't reach? Alright, well, clearly we'll have to make a bit of a defensive adjustment here. We have definitely upset. I think it's this group over here. I think they keep getting triggered by pollution. I think the best solution at this point is just going to go and clear that. Do I have a bunch of bullets in my inventory or anything? I do, yeah, that's what I thought. Let's redo that. Let's take one of those, eject myself here, and... Okay, yeah, I've got lots of bullets on my person as well. Good. So, let's go and deal with this crap. I'm betting it's just this one group. The fact that it's relatively small set of attacks. They have a lot of worms defending here, but I can outrange them from the vehicle. Yeah, the damage... These guys are definitely getting tougher. As time goes by, they will get tougher, and they get evolved from pollution as well, so... I'm not doing myself any favors by being such a polluting bastard here. There we go. Now, I believe the highest combat, or highest source of damage is actually from the combat shotgun. So I might go ahead and make myself a personal one. Start making armor-piercing combat shotgun bullets. I think I have to research more of the bullet upgrades, though, for increased damage, especially for the armor pen. That's going to be important. So again, I can just dump these alien artifacts, they'll get picked up, and then brought over there at some point. That's okay. But we clearly need slightly more defenses over here, so I think I'm just going to set up 2 gun turrets, 2 laser turrets, maybe a radar, because if I'm already defending the area, that's fine. More stone walls, which I'm going to make a request in here for stone bricks, which I very likely am not currently making available to my network. So let me go and look into that for a second. So this is, yeah, that's being provided. It's quite a few engines. We've got a bunch of those, but I'm good right now. So yeah, right over here, we're making stone bricks, and I want to make sure, because I think they're just sitting... They just get put in a normal chest. So do I have a passive provider chest? We're going to do that, although it looks like this is not part of the logistics network. So, could you please, yeah, let's build, let's do this. I don't actually request iron gear wheels. I don't know if that's getting put in the chest or not, but it would save me a hell of a lot of time. I should have a production line here that has iron gear wheels on it, though, don't I? Yes, right over here. Grab a bunch of those. Oh, yeah, no, this, there you go, passive provider chest. We're going to grab a bunch of those. Thank you kindly. I will make a couple more roboports. It's really nice to be able to plop down a few extras to expand your network easily. So the construction area, which is the outer part of the robo network. Do I have one in my inventory yet? There it is. All right, the yellow part will repair everything in there, which is pretty good by itself. But the logistics... So I want there. So I'm just shift-clicking, so it'll auto be created by my construction robot when I get there. But I still need to do that, and then connect you up to the grid over here. Cheers. There we go. So now these bricks are going to be eligible to come to me, which is going to be good. Although I should have just picked up some so that I could make walls. Boop. Whoops, that is way too many. Forgot that this would be like ridiculously full of these. There you go. I'll do that. I'm making quite a few walls anyway. Okay. Thank you for the red circuits. Hey, it's nice to get these deliveries. And that's just... Interesting that's being stored there. I don't know why that happened, but it's fine. Same thing here. These are all provider chests, so these will all come to me at some point. Okay, so I want to get a little defensive zone over here, just in case there's any more garbage that comes this way. So I'm going to get a big electric pole, stretched out as far as it can go, say to here. That's going to be fine. I'm going to put down 2 laser turrets, like that. I'm going to put down 2 conventional gun turrets, like that. I'm going to load them with just a half load each of the armor-piercing bullets. Should be more than fine, I think, for a good long time. It'd be nice if it was inside the logistics network, things would get auto-reloaded. I mean, obviously you can make that, but there we go. So I'll keep making these little outposts like that and get it done. All right. With the distances involved, I'm actually wondering if I should set up my first train. So basically this area over here, get it to produce plastic, batteries. It could make petroleum, which could be used for more electric engines. Although we already have that sort of set up there, and I don't think I currently need electric engines to be made in ridiculous bulk. It's mostly about we need a crap ton of batteries and plastic. And the distances, I could just have a track go, although it's vulnerable. The conveyor belts are vulnerable to attacks. I wonder, what stops the trains from being attacked? I feel like I should do a train just because I haven't yet. You need iron sticks, steel plates, stone for straight rails. I wonder how long they are. I mean, I could just run a conveyor, though, from here. I mean, honestly, that's the same distance. You know what? That's not bad. I'll just run conveyor belts. Save myself a little bit of trouble. But the idea is to do that. Now, I need to get... we need copper, we need iron, and we need coal. We've got coal, we've got copper. We don't have... I think that's iron over there, as opposed to steel, or as opposed to stone, and it is. So if I were to clear this out, I could get some steel, some iron plates. God damn it, iron plates down to here. I mean, I could also feed them off here, which might be fine. If I just continue my bus, like, directly sideways, it's reasonable-ish. I would definitely have to clear this. I'd be a little bit worried about this, too, because I think the pollution is starting to get down there. Why don't I just clear this out? And then I can just make a crap ton of conveyor belts, run the bus way down here, and, you know, do some production along the way, too. And then batteries and plastics can come down from here. Either join up here, or, frankly, they could still run up over here and connect there. So I don't really need to worry about running the bus up. Except that I do need iron plates to go from here to over there. But I'm going to need more production for that anyway. There is some iron there. I think this would be best, though. I think we make iron plates there. We can even... I could set up electric smelting, but there's copper, or there's coal over here. I could just set up a coal mining operation that goes down this way. I'd have to run power all the way up over here. As far as I can tell, power doesn't tend to get targeted. So far it hasn't, though. So that's, I'm thankful for that. I would love more work speed. This is a huge construction or research project, though. I think more laser turret damage is actually a really good idea. It's still a pretty significant one, but it's manageable. So I've got a fair amount of conveyors. You do need a lot more than this, though. I could just build a ton, though, as is, without requesting more things to come at me. So I think that's going to be okay. So I used up all my gears, but that's fine. So I don't think I have to rush to get the petroleum or anything. Like, right now, this is all just basically going to sit idle. But that's okay. Let's get the rest of it set up. We need to run electricity, though, which probably means I'm going to need a bunch more big electric poles. But that's fine. Now, what I can do is hold it here and then move forward. That was non-ideal. Right, there's a nest here. Quite a big one. Well, no, quite a lot of dudes just kicking around. The nest actually is very small. I wonder why they're wandering off that way. I mean, we need to clear more of this to get more alien artifacts anyway, so, you know, no harm done, at least not to me. If we're going to do any smelting operations, I think I will make sure that it's quite far away from this area, because I don't want to have to defend this area. I don't want to draw people over to here. And I think they will be drawn to the actual pollution itself. So if we just keep everything electric over here, I think it's less likely to be attacked. That way it will minimize how many areas I have to worry about babysitting here. Let's just plop that down there. Let's use the deconstruction blueprint. Do this. And just wander here and let my construction robots deal with that. I can have up to 10 in my one roboport, and I think I have 6 in my inventory. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the construction robots. I'm pretty sure these are all garbage now. I think I only ever need 1. So let's clear that. I made them in bulk at some point because I did not know. Dump the wood. These things do have to recharge. You can actually see my battery being consumed over here. Missing construction. Oh, no, that's fine. That's just this. It's saying there's not enough construction robots to do this at the speed that we would like to, but that's okay. We've got some mining drills. We're going to want more. I don't... I could just go for electric smelting, but I've got the coal here. And I'm going to want coal for one of our production lines down here anyway. Again, plastic or something. And there's some coal near, but I think we may as well go and grab this stuff out of the ground. Let's go and cancel these jobs because they're very slow. Got to make a bunch of gears. I guess I can run the... while that's being produced, I can actually just run this. And... there we go. The long road to... damn it. Go that way. And actually, I'm going to run into another one over here, aren't I? Ah! I hate when that happens. Yep. How do I want to run this? Probably just parallel to whatever I end up doing with the iron. So that's okay. Also, my car's here, so not going too far is probably a good idea. It looks like the best way to do this might be... I don't think that one's even going to do anything. Well, you can't put it where there's no iron, so yeah, no, that's fine. It'll burn itself up pretty quick, but that's okay. So you are going to come down this way. And you're just going to run parallel over here. We're definitely not looking to merge these. I want to use both sides of these conveyors. Definitely a lesson I have learned. Well, both in this game, but also the other one. Like, use both sides of the conveyor belt. Get as much bandwidth as possible, because you will use everything. Now, I don't actually have to run the iron all the way down here. So this, especially with the copper there, I think I want to do a smelting operation over here. So what I think I'm going to do... actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Go ahead and do this. That's going to be okay. What we're going to have is steel furnaces on both sides. Need quite a bit of this. I'm going to have to get some more resources soon. Like that. And they're going to take... from here. And dump over here. I just realized these yellow ones should probably be blue. You need very little fuel. It's the grabbing the iron that's the more demanding part. Yeah, actually, I think this will run best if the iron splits up over here, like so. That's gotta go away this way right away. This thing's gotta go and do a bit of a loop like this. There we go. Because you have to grab the iron relatively quickly. It matters more if we find ourselves needing to scale up later on, which we may not care about, but yeah, I'm going to run the iron on the outside, or the raw iron, the ore, on the outside, and the iron plates will get placed on the middle. So we... actually, we will be placing from here into there and there. And we will be taking the copper, or the charcoal from the other side, like so. That's going to be okay. And from here, we're going to be taking out of here and placing onto the far belt. And apparently we need some more reds over here. I guess the only question mark might be, can we power all this? Yes, we can, because this has got the reach to reach the other side. So same thing here and there. That's going to be swell. Okay. So you're going to grab the coal, put them over there. We've got the iron. These are all needing to be inverted. The easiest way I found to do it is actually to just... Or are they placed in the right way? Oh, no, no. It's because I was trying to shift click. Like so. All right. And then, yeah, that ends there, which is fine. There's going to be plenty of plates for now, but it will scale up very well later. And we are going to be placing all the steel or iron plates on there as opposed to the iron ones. Okay, that's good. So let's get some resources flowing down here and confirm that things are working. So we're going to grab the big cable, which can reach to about here. And I guess I can put one there. And there. There, just to say, to keep it out of the way a little bit. And I think it'll be there once we get more of the mining operational. And I guess it needs to connect up at some point. Can we... Wait, how come it doesn't? Oh! I went too far here. That's why. There we are. Good. Alright, that's one. Let's get in the car, run up to the coal. Vroom! Here, powering this might be a little tricksy unless I leave gaps between them. Oh no, I can run it in the back, so that's going to be okay. Need leave room for the future bits. And I've got... I don't have any more of these. Which is fine. Running on one side is going to be sufficient for now. Okay. Let's just do that. Alright. Coal will start to flow. And we don't need a ton early on, so that's going to be alright. And actually, we're going to be producing iron plates down there, which I can just pick up to make more of these. I will need some more steel for things later on. Where did I leave the car? Up here. Damn it. So that's step one. Then what I'll do is I'll just run the iron plates further down. Actually, I need to extend both lines because we... and I should actually work on defending this area, because if there's pollution, things will be drawn to here. So, how are we looking? I have nothing and no ability to do things, mostly because I believe I'm out of steel. So I'm actually wondering if the first thing I should do is run down and get myself a whole whack of steel so that I can defend this before things go horribly wrong. How am I doing on this? Oh, basically out. There we go. So we'll need more of that. Okay. Oh, man, I got to put a cut in here. This went way too long. But what I'll probably do is between episodes, I might just keep working on this little area here to bring the goodies down to here. Because we need, to make sulfuric acid, you need the iron plates. You need the copper to make the... I think you might need the copper for the sulfuric acid, too. I don't remember. But you need the copper to make the batteries. And we need the coal to, I think, make plastic. It's something like that. So we'll look into that next time. Thanks for watching. See you then.